So you may have seen on social media that bacterial vaginosis is now considered a sexually transmitted disease. And this, my friends, is one of the main reasons that myself and Georgia created Nunie. So one of the biggest challenges we were seeing is that intimacy was really setting a lot of our female clients back when we were trying to proactively treat their infections, whether that's bacterial or fungal. Now, we really wanted an opportunity to treat their partner. However, not all partners were open to being involved in that treatment process. So we had to come up with, I guess, a more sexy way to include them in on that. And that's essentially how Nunie was born. So myself and Georgia put together our brains and figured out what kind of herbal actions we were really wanting to expose both partners to, what was an appropriate dose so we're not causing any harm, and what's the best delivery method, as well as timing, to make sure that both partners are involved in that process. And what better timing than at a potential point of reinfection? So during intercourse was a really good way to, I guess, gently expose the male partner to Nunie's medicinal properties, as well as protecting the female's vaginal microbiome from being re-exposed to pathogens. It's also a really great time to use something like Nunie because Nunie reduces the inflammation, which can be caused through friction from sexual intercourse, and that can also set off the infection process. So it disrupts the pH, disrupts the mucosal barrier, which can lead to inflammation and make you more susceptible to bacterial and fungal overgrowths. So seeing BV associated with being sexually transmitted is really awesome because I'm hoping that it will lead to better treatment approaches, particularly in our medical system, which I think is really lacking in terms of the understanding of two genital microbiomes coming together and how they can disrupt one another. Of course, you don't have to be an individual that is predisposed to getting vaginal infections. You can use this proactively as your choice to help nourish and protect your genital microbiome. You can also use it if you're single and you're someone who's quite sexually active and you're exposed to multiple different people's microbiomes. So that can then cause a little bit of an immune reaction, which leaves you more disrupted to disruption in your microbes. So Nunie can be used either during intercourse or afterwards as, I guess, a treatment. The whole world of microbiome, particularly sexual microbiomes, is a really new and interesting area of research, and we are seeing more and more results coming out each day. So if you're interested in this, give us a follow, try some Nunie, and flick through any questions that you might have.